Well folks, it seems our favorite cryptocurrency exchange, Binance, is back in the news. And you guessed it, it's not for winning any popularity contests. French authorities are launching yet another investigation into the crypto giant. This time they're looking into some pretty serious allegations of financial misconduct. We're talking money laundering, tax evasion, the kind of stuff that makes you go, oh dear, not again. This isn't exactly a bolt from the blue. Binance has had more than its fair share of run-ins with regulators worldwide. Remember the good old days of 2023 when the US Department of Justice slapped them with a $4.3 billion fine? Those were the days. The big question now is, what does this mean for the average Binance user? Will your precious Bitcoin be safe? Should you be digging out that old piggy bank? Don't panic just yet, but it's definitely time to pay attention. Buckle up folks, because things are about to get interesting. So, what exactly are the French authorities accusing Binance of this time? In a nutshell, they're saying Binance has been playing fast and loose with the rules. We're talking about those pesky things called anti-money laundering, AML, and Know Your Customer, KYC regulations. You see, in the world of finance, it's generally frowned upon to let just anyone waltz in and start throwing money around without knowing who they are or where it came from. That's where AML and KYC come in. They're supposed to prevent criminals from using financial institutions like Binance to clean dirty money. The French authorities allege that Binance hasn't been doing its due diligence in this area. They're looking into claims of Binance turning a blind eye to suspicious transactions and failing to properly verify the identities of its users. Not good, Binance, not good. Okay, so Binance is under investigation, again. But how might this impact you, the average crypto enthusiast just trying to make a little or a lot of money? Well, it's not exactly sunshine and rainbows. First off, there's the issue of withdrawals. Remember those times when Binance had technical difficulties and you couldn't access your funds? Yeah, those could become more frequent. Investigations tend to make financial institutions a bit twitchy, and they might restrict withdrawals to play it safe. Then there's the matter of liquidity. Binance is the biggest fish in the crypto pond, but even whales can get the bends. If enough users get spooked by the investigation and decide to jump ship, it could trigger a liquidity crunch. That means it might be harder to buy or sell your crypto when you want to. And let's not forget about token listings. Binance has a lot of influence over which cryptocurrencies get listed on its platform. If they're feeling the heat from regulators, they might be less likely to list new or risky tokens. That could stifle innovation and limit your investment options. Let's be honest folks, this whole regulatory scrutiny thing is becoming a bit of a theme for Binance. It's like that friend who always seems to find themselves in some sort of drama. Except, in this case, the drama involves billions of dollars and the future of cryptocurrency. Remember that little $4.3 billion fine from the US Department of Justice? That was for allegedly violating US sanctions by letting users in Iran and other sanctioned countries trade on its platform. Oops! And don't even get me started on the Australian Securities and Investments Commission. They've been breathing down Binance's neck for alleged consumer protection violations. It seems like everywhere Binance turns, there's a regulator with a stern look and a pointed finger. But hey, at least Binance is in good company, right? Just ask KuCoin, the cryptocurrency exchange that got hit with a $300 million fine for operating an unlicensed money-transmitting business. Or how about Tether, the stablecoin giant that's been investigated for potential money laundering and sanctions violations? It seems like nobody in the crypto Wild West wants to play by the rules. So with all this regulatory chaos swirling around, what's a concerned crypto enthusiast to do? Well, for starters, don't panic. The crypto market is nothing if not volatile, and this too shall pass. That being said, it's always a good idea to be prepared. Here's some friendly advice from yours truly. 1. Stay informed. Keep your finger on the pulse of crypto news. Subscribe to industry newsletters, follow reliable journalists on social media, and maybe even check out those boring financial news websites once in a while. Knowledge is power, folks. 2. Diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your crypto eggs in one basket, especially if that basket is labeled Binance. Spread your investments across multiple exchanges and assets to minimize your risk. 3. Consider cold storage. If you're really worried about the safety of your crypto, you can always move it to cold storage. That means storing it offline on a hardware wallet. It's a bit more of a hassle, but it's the most secure way to protect your digital assets. 4. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you're unsure about something, don't be afraid to reach out to Binance's customer support or consult with a financial advisor. There's no shame in seeking help, especially when it comes to your hard-earned money. Remember folks, the crypto world can be a wild and unpredictable place. But with a little bit of caution and a lot of common sense, you can weather the storm.